Here, I'll record for posterity just so they'll know we didn't cheat. So let's see. I guess it's always alphabetical order. You don't have to really look at the list. Drez, waking from a restful slumber in an unrestful place. What are you gonna do about these lumps? I see. You are now able to move freely about the cabin. Yeah, there's several of them. Kind of all up in that, you know, lumpy part. With you're gonna prod it with your toe. You're not gonna like perception, investigate. You're gonna poke it with your toe. Okay, well, okay. Okay. So you're gonna have to roll an athletics check because he's a yeah. I mean he's a small creature. Okay, you pick him up, but not very. You just barely pick him up. If you want to throw him, that's going to be pretty difficult because you barely got him up off the ground. I don't know, man, too many nights in the tavern or something. What is your athletics? You're trained. It's going to be a 22. Okay, so you throw him at the lump and he kind of falls face forward into it and it doesn't like split open or anything, but it's totally like squished under the weight of him. Well, both uh, Driya seems to be lost in some kind of trance and communicating with her patron via the familiar and is not able to really even know what's going on in the room right now. However, Drez and Wesley, you guys both like look at these lumps, and there's nothing, dangerous that you see per se. A lot of them seem kind of old, desiccated, like they've been here for a while. They all seem to be the remains of people who were not as fortunate as you guys against these hunting spiders. Would you have him just use his axe? I don't think so. Well, he's got a sword equipped right now, actually. Smoking sword. So Therok steps forward and he makes a he makes he makes a strike with his sword, and in one fell swoop he splits open all of the um, all of the human-sized lumps, and out of most of them spill just disgusting rotted bone and flesh and just spider, like they've already eaten and sucked the juices dry. It's just like disgusting smelling and just it's been here for a minute. Whatever they didn't get just rotted away. With that though, well, it's because I'm using push to talk. Let me know if I'm not holding it long enough. All right, hold on a second. Let me. Yo, what about that? Is that better? Okay. So he swings his sword and he slices through all of these lumps at once. And he spills out bones and rotted flesh out of most of them. But one of them splits open and reveals itself to be holding something more than bones. This poor soul had a +1 striking scimitar that didn't help him against these hunting spiders. But it could help you guys, I guess, either make some coin or use it. It's a martial weapon. The Rock, he's expert in martial weapons. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, do that then, Ninja looted. All right. So, so with that, do you guys want to give me a perception check for up here? If you look towards the north where I'm pinging, this is where you've noticed there's some rubble that been a collapse of a former cave that was here. So Drez searches around and doesn't really notice anything. Heka, similarly, still in a daze from communing with her patron, However, Wes, the ranger, uses his training to teleport around the room just like I did him. I'm kidding. No, he notices a rather peculiar pile of rubble just to the north of the room. Now, he needs somebody with a torch, so Therok comes up here to join him, because I think he's still got light cast on him. This bit of rubble, you notice, has an unusual rock inside of it. You can't tell what it is, but you know it's very heavy. As you're digging through this rubble that's compelled you and caught your eye, it kind of stopped your hand. It was on like, Thor's hammer situation. You couldn't move this rock. It was much heavier than all the ones around it. So, well, we could all try to identify it. I don't know who. I guess it's probably Heka has the best chance, maybe. This will be an arcane check to identify. So everybody roll one for me. We'll see if any of you are smart enough. I'll roll for Neji. And Therok doesn't have a shot at all. Oh, God. So, don't you have some kind of feat that lets you swap identifying stuff with like occultism or something? Gather info. There you go. So give me an occultism for gather information. Jesus. The skunk, man. The skunk is, legit the best one. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let gather information is a diplomacy check? What skill is that under? Yeah, diplomacy. So we're gonna let Neji give it a go. Motherfucker. Okay, Neji didn't help it. Alright, so you guys try as you may to identify what this rock is, but till now we have not learned a way or figured out a way. Let me see here. Let me look at this. By the way, that I do have that, I guess you could say would be an update. I went through and I added all the skills you should have. I may have missed, a niche one or two if you got some feed I missed. But then I also, after I did that, I added a mod called Skill Actions. And so it takes the ones that there's actually a role for. Like some of them, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and it's kind of codified, if you will, with an action, right? Like even I kind of learned this while I was doing this. If you look in your action list down, where's it at? Towards the bottom, there's even an action for like pointing out things, for like telling, you know what I mean? telling your party members like, hey, there's a creature right there if they're undetected by them or whatever. So we need. So anyway, just saying, all of that shit should be in your list now. But feel free if I miss something, you should be able to add it just like we were before. Um. Okay, here we go. This is what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna say that Neji. Wait, which one of you or any of you are any of you expert in any of it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, are any of you expert in diplomacy or is it just Neji? Okay, so look, I didn't realize we could do this, but here we go. So, yes, yes, yes. So you all have a free action, I believe. I think most of you do. Let's see. Hold on, I'm looking at Therok because he's the dumbest one. Okay, yeah, yeah. So I think you all have it. It's called Follow the Expert. So we're gonna do this again. Check with him. So he's an expert. So you all should get +2. I think I can do this to you. Hold on. Check this out. Hold on. Oh wait, it's the wrong thing. All right, so wait just a second before you roll. Think who did that go on? Did that go on you? Yeah. And who else? The Rock, right? Yeah. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is Neji's gonna roll gather information. All right, so now everybody else can roll it too. You could just roll diplomacy if you want, and let's see. I think it should add the right thing. It did. All right, so let me roll the rock. I don't think he's got a chance, but all right. So you guys take one more shot here, benefiting from your bard's expertise. However, like a true loot goblin, his first roll seems to have identified what lies inside of this rubble pile. So now you all can look. Now, now you can all do a recall knowledge. What would this be? This would be society, perhaps. Let me see. Hmm. Yeah, I would say Recall Knowledge Society. You'd just be able to double click it. Is Neji standing too close? My bad. Damn, Neji's dumb as hell. Oh shit, I was recording when I said that. I, yeah. 0.5 session. All right, so all of you kind of are aghast at this revelation. Even Alec, he's like, he doesn't even know what to say. He's just kind of standing back. Drez, however, using his knowledge of the underworld and really putting together all the pieces of what you guys have seen so far, points out to the party that based on, what he's figured out so far, this cave seems to be connecting somehow with the Citadel. And if that's true, this can be none other than a golden scale of Minkar, the great gold worm. Perhaps this was some type of passageway or resting place for him centuries ago. So, with that, you want to put it in your bag? nothing, nothing could happen bad because of that, right? It's just an ancient dragon scale. All right. Is that what you all would like to do? Spoiler alert. Guys, it's Thanksgiving. Well, you seem to be in an impasse. What would you all prefer to do? You could take it back to town. Hmm. So, you guys are. Let me just get this right. You're gonna murder Alec. I mean, that's up to you. I mean, yeah, he's a Hell Knight, so yeah, I mean, it's like being in the army or whatever, right? I mean, so far he hasn't, he knows y'all found some over there, but he's just chilling like he kind of always does. Seems to be contemplatively, hanging back by the fire, just chilling. You want to just say that to him? Okay. Let's see here. I mean, do you want him to like? You just want him to ask him that? Ooh. Okay, so Alec just kind of, you know, thinks it's a weird question, but he tells him that as a armiger of the Hell Knights, he would, turn it over to his order because that's what he's like swore an oath to do. He doesn't really have any um, possessions of his own. He's, you know, grateful. He goes back to polishing his great halberd sword. Sure. Uh, let's see. She's able to roll a. Did we say it was a she? Fair enough. Oh, I did it. Sorry. So as she looks down this passage, she sees, of course, darkness, but she can make out kind of some large structure in the center of this room. Seems to be the main feature. Obviously, it's still a cave, um, but everything in the room seems to be centered around this one stack of objects. It doesn't seem to be natural. Seems to be definitely created. Beyond that, she doesn't really make out any other features except for the drop that's in front of her, which she can tell is it's about 10 feet. So to get down here, you would need a athletics check, DC 15. So if you fail that check, you would still get down, but you would take 5 bludgeoning damage and be prone at the bottom. It's just an athletics check. But now, so I guess I would ask at this point though, do you guys want to just go ahead and play a session here? I mean, we've been kind of dicking around for 30 minutes, but kind of beyond this chamber is, the rest of it. Not to give anything away. I don't think. Yep. Well, do you guys want to say that y'all went back to town and sell this, or try to sell this thing real quick? For sure. Let's see here. So boom. With this dragon scale in tow, you guys make it back to Breach Hill within a day. Obviously, it's not too far coming up out of the cave and then going back through Guardian's Way, and only about 6 miles back to the uh, southwest to get to town. So where do you want to go? You want to go to Quarter and Bits where you've been buying and selling, or do you want to try somebody else around town? If you go to the journal, it's in a folder, I think now. Breach Hill Secrets. Here it is. This shows you like all the different shops and things. If you think you might have a better chance somewhere else. But Quarters and Bits, I mean, that's the shop. That's where y'all been buying and selling. You know. All right. So as you walk in, you see the proprietor. He recognizes you, of course, and he's more than happy to see you once again. He goes about his usual bit, telling you, "Oh, we've got latest this and that, new this and a new shipment and all that," just as Twiddleton always does. How do you present the scale to him? Like, do you just like whip it out? You plunk it down on the counter? Um. Well, not in Breach Hill because it's just such a small little town. I mean, you could try to find somebody if he's not willing here. Um, you know. So who do you want to ask him, or who do you want to make this request to him, Neji? So, Neji kind of asks him, and he scoffs at the idea that there's some kind of nefarious, market. But he tells you guys that just like he's always done, he's glad to look at any items that you have. That his gold is the deepest pocket in all of Breach Hill. So you just pull it out of your bag real slow. Sure. So, where are you going with it? You like taking it out of your bag? You gonna set it on the counter? Or you just gonna hold it? What are you doing? Okay. So as you set your bag down and you pull it up out, you're holding it there, just kind of really cradling it. You got a good grip on it, and Crink's mouth just drops open. It's kind of later in the day, so there's not a lot of people in the shop anyway. And he runs immediately over to the door and locks it. He pulls the little shades he's got on the windows closed, and he runs back to you just as eager as you've ever seen him before in your life. And he's like, well, where did you get that? He said, he 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 says, okay, okay, okay. What do you want to do with it? Oh man, a piece like that. Oh, I'm gonna give you the best. Let me see at this. He pulls out like a little, jeweler's mono whatever, and he starts looking at it. Right, and he's really drilling down on it. He's tapping on it. He pulls out like a little hammer, like he's about and chisel, like he's about to take a piece off of it. How we react to this? Yo, whatever. Oh, and then he's gone. What up, man? Are you so you'll let him do this? I mean, you could stop him. He hasn't said anything yet. Uh, well, so he jumps back aghast. He says, "Well, my friends, I just need to test the authenticity. The authenticity. Here, I'll use less destructive means." And at this, he pulls out a small little vial from his vest and a little eyedropper, and now he's attempting to drop some kind of strange liquid onto the scale. Will you let him do this? Ah, my friends, just a simple compound that tests for pure gold. Oh, just mundane. It won't hurt it at all. Okay, so at this, he says, okay. We'll just assume it's authenticity for good customers. Okay, so uh, 2,000 gold, my friend, right here. I have it in the back. Oh, well, isn't it obvious if it's pure gold? My friends, please, no one in town can offer you more than that. What will you have? Well, or make him a counter offer. Diplomacy for sure. Yeah. I mean, you could also attempt to intimidate him. It should be in there somewhere. It's a perception check for you. So let me. No, no, you don't. You don't have a token. Yeah, but I can do it for you. Or you can. Yeah, you can find your token in the actor thing. Okay, so Drez uses his expert skill in the underworld to notice the perspiration rolling down Crink's face, the dilation of his eyes, and he can sense that he is motivated purely by greed. He's never seen this much gold in one place. And he's doing exactly what you guys know Crink to be known for. He wants the finest goods. So he kind of stammers and he says, "Well, I'll give you, I'll give you, I'll give you 3,000, 2,000 gold, 1,000 credit, 1,000 credit, anything you want." Do you do you want to try to convince him by any other means? I mean, you could just be a gangster, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Is there's there's the catalog. And it is updated a bit. I think, yeah, it's updated for level 5. Might be loading, maybe. Or do you have, no? Or just maybe reload it. The, reload it from the, what you call it? Journal tab. Firefox, man. I had been using Edge, but then I just recently switched back over to Firefox. So he's offered you 2,000 gold and then 1,000 credit. Uh, that would be 3,000 total value, right? Is that math? Yeah. What will you say to this? Will you counter offer him? Will you accept? You're not gonna push for the listed value? Well, note that when you notice that he was acting normally, he 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 likes to own the finest goods. I mean, all around his shop here, he has things on display that, I guess technically, sure, everything's for sale, but these are magnificent items from all over the inner sea that he has imported to the tiny little town of Breach Hill here. So, once he has some magister identify that, he just thinks it's a lump of gold, right? He thinks you're some kind of prospectors or something. He doesn't know yet that this is a dragon scale, much less the dragon scale of an ancient worm. So, that's if he knew that, he'd be like salivating. And that's provenance, man. That's auctions 101. Well, so you're making this offer with Dre with well, so whatever. So you rolled a successful diplomacy check. So you are favorable making, like, if you make an offer at this point, but if you want to, like, also include that, that would be, I mean, it would be deception, because you're just convincing him, right? You're persuading him. You don't you don't have, like, the proof right in front of you. So you are telling him that it is in fact a dragon scale, and also offering him what counter offer? Okay, so he believes you all that it is in fact worth 8,000 gold. However, he tells you, but you'll put me out of business, and he tells you that the best he could absolutely do is 2,000 in gold and 3,000 in store credit. Okay, as you do that, he says, "Whoa, whoa, 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 wait! Maybe, maybe, maybe I could give you 5,000 gold." So he's offering you 5,000 cash. He tells you, please, it's all I can afford. If it's gold, it's all I can afford." So at that, he ponders for a minute, and he tells you, "Please, 5,000 gold, as much ammunition as you ever need, from now and forever, and and minor heal potions, as many as you need. What do you say? And he sticks out his hand. He seems kind of embarrassed to just be left hanging. As you grasp his hand, he mutates into. No, I'm kidding. All right, so where is that bad boy? So, do you want to distribute this gold evenly amongst everyone, or does somebody want to be the carrier of the gold? All right, so I'm doing that right now. Do do do. So with that, he eagerly he gets a little cart and he puts it in there, and the cart like struggles and strains under the weight of this thing, and he wheels it off in the back. You hear some clanking, like a just a huge safe, some kind of lockbox. He comes scurrying back out after a few minutes, and he unlocks the door. He undoes the blinds and all that, and you see it's gotten just a little later in the evening. You're now standing there, and he offers you some tea or some other kind of, similar warm drink. You're not sure exactly what it is, but he's whooped up enough for everybody. Will you accept this drink? He, hands you the all too familiar catalog and asks you, "What will you have, sir? Or will you sell, sir?" Well, I will say this. He's probably going to be disabled from selling for like a week, right? You just took all his gold. Buying, yeah, yeah, yeah. Buying. Thank you. Because you just took all his gold. So any junk you have, you got to keep it. That's fair. All right. I'm putting it in your bag and deleting the gold. Hold on. And a witch rune, a potency rune for what? could just open the catalog, couldn't I? It's a rolling thing. It's a crafting roll. I'll have to look at it today. I haven't like memorized it. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Oh, but like, so you that gives just a +1. It doesn't like add a +1. Does that change you want to buy it? Right, but you can't make you can't do two and make it a +2. Right, right, b- right. But you technically, if I'm correct, what you wouldn't need that at all. As soon as you put that dagger in your other hand, so you well no, I think you would have to just add a circumstance bonus. Well, because actually, look at the description. It's already a +1 striking dagger, so it wouldn't do nothing. It wouldn't do nothing. Yeah. Well, what was the other one? The shadow. Where's the lip? All right, here it is. All right. There's a module. I need to mess with it. I don't know if it's been updated for a while, but it's basically it does a thing like this journal, but then it just lets you buy it from there. And I think it like takes the gold automatically, which is nice. Um, Anybody else trying to buy something while we're sitting here? So let's see. To apply a rune, it's just a craft activity. So that's a downtime thing, and it's based on the AC is based on the level of the item, I believe, just like you're crafting it. So that's a 5, and the rune is 5. So it'd be a DC 20 crafting check. Or wait, that's an armor thing. You're gonna what piece of armor you gonna put it on? +1 leather. So it's the same. But let's see, it's already invested with something. Let's see. So this would be an upgrade. Bonus and stuff. Hold on. This is an upgrade. Okay, so so the recommendation is to not let you, but that doesn't make any sense. Is to make this an 8th level thing. But I don't like that. So I mean I'll let you do it. The DC though would be 24 and it would cost 340 gold to try it. Yeah. Well, no, the DC would stay 20 because it's if you were trying to do this, it would still be yeah. So the DC would be 20, but it costs 340 gold, and it would make this +1 uh resilient leather armor with a +1 to stealth checks. So you don't lose the rune, but it does cost you the gold in the attempt. Go right ahead. Come on, man. Third, double or nothing. Third time's the charm. That's true. You don't. Could sell something because now you've given him six 680. He's got 680 gold now. You know. You're gonna just sell the scimitar straight up. You're not gonna give nobody a chance to have the scimitar. You can't, Neji can't use martial weapons. Uh, you can use a short sword. Yeah. Damn, you gonna take a loss like that? Okay, so you just took all the money back. All right, so I think I can just add that to. Hold on, that's not right. Is it that? No, no, no. Hold on, I can just add that. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta figure out which one of these adjectives it is. Well, that's the resilient one, but then it should have. Hold on. Do it? No, hold on. I mean, I was asking myself. Sorry. There it is. Got the major one here, but I don't. Where's? I'm looking for the. There it is. Boom. Got it. So I think I can take that away, and I can rename this. I think it should be. I'm not sure how this works. Hold on. You guys found anything you trying to buy? Okay, so it's a magical item, so you can spend. Um, let's see. Invest your energy in the person usually. Yeah. So daily preparations being had, you can invest this piece of equipment. So you have your rings invested and your chest armor invested. You can have up to 10 magical items invested per day. I'm going to also take this torch out of your hand. You also don't have three hands. I was just noticing too those rings. It doesn't count for throwing knives, so we were right anyway. He will give you the minor ones. You got some just in your like on your person. You trying to put 10 in your bag of holding? You have 8 on you. Well, it's just like, why are they? You didn't have them together. You fuck. Messy ass bag. You no. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Which yeah, well, yeah, so I'll put it in your bag and then you can tell me cuz well, when you drop it it's going to ask me what I want it to be. So, I think they all cost the same though, right? With scroll you said third or what? So they're all 30 gold. But now here's the catch to that. He only knows or can make you scrolls of like common spells. So he doesn't like know any. I mean, if there's I don't, are there uncommon ones or does it go straight to rare? Yeah, he might know an uncommon or two. You just have to kind of ask him. Yeah, he's well, and he's not gonna know any. He probably won't know any like hexes, right? I mean, this is an upstanding guy right here. He's not into witchcraft. Huh. I just looked. You said the first one's malicious shadow. What are what are the other ones? Yeah, he knows like soothe. No, I would say he knows. So if you look at like just the spell list, you know what I mean, like the general school list, but not like the specific class spells. Specific, you know what I mean? But like they do the thing with the little letters on it. If it's like, you know what I'm saying, like a specific class or whatever spell. Like I bet. Look, let me look at this site. Well, I don't know if it has it all. That's what Chick's always saying about this tool. But that PF2E tools. Oh, what the fuck? Putting up rune. Well, it depends. Oh, it's 340. I thought you meant like how much is it? Like let's see. Yeah, I don't I don't know a good way to show it other than like in the rule book, but just like the spelled less spot schools. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me look. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to get it to show like non class spells unless they're just all uncommon and you set it to only show common ones. I would assume would do it. Let's see. Is it a magical item? Do 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 do. It is, yes, it is a magical item that you will have invested every day. Oh shoot, where'd you go? There you are. All right, so it's 60. I'm taking it away from you. Boom. All right, you have it. And huh. So you have several magic items. Which ones do you want to invest as you guys are preparing here? You have the pendant, and you have some bracers of missile deflection, an Aeon Stone, which heals you 1 HP every minute once you've invested it. And it also gives you 1 negative damage resistance. And then you have the Hand of the Mage that lets you cast Mage Hand. Yeah, you can invest every one of them. Just popped it up for everybody. Sorry. Let's see. -1. Yeah. So look, I'm gonna do this and drop everybody down over here at the quarters and bits, actually. And we won't get to so zoom in real tight. You zoomed in? Can you see yourself? Look at this. I wanted to show y'all this mod. Yeah. Look. Do hunt prey on one of these people, Wes. I don't guess you can. Hold on. So when you have it on somebody, you'll have that marker on you. No, I haven't done it yet. I haven't made anything where it's flat footed. But I could. Yeah. You can go in and yeah. It's a like affected by whatever status they have. So look here. So target this dude. Like look. It's mainly spells and stuff, but there's a little animation for most like melee attacks, the little sword or whatever. But I mean, it's coolest with the spells, right? So check this out. See that little zap? And that's supposed to chain. I haven't tested that. Look, let's test that. Yeah, like chained out to all of them. So I might have though. I need to go look melee strike. I might not have that set right because it might yeah, it might say something like sword strike. I know I had it with like with him and his sword it worked. Or it did earlier. Oh, you have to hit the damage. See with you. Oh, well it might not with that dagger. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, there went a dagger. There went a dagger out. That was the regular one. The venom one, it might be a different thing. No, it's just a melee strike. No, I didn't do anything though. I had to mess with it. Probably for a special named weapon. But yeah, it's a cool thing. It can make like sounds and explosions and shit too. Like if you got like bombs and shit, like if you throw like some kind of grenade or something. I have to go in and make sure I can get a name for all of them though. But like, look, if you shoot an arrow, boom. Did you see that? That's pretty cool, right? Now, I don't know if you have a way to target three at once, but if you did, it would shoot arrows at all three of them. Yeah, but I figured that'll make it easy to see, like, oh, I forgot to put on Inspire Courage, because if you don't have it, you don't have the, like, blue shit on you. And there's some other ones too I did for, like, statuses. Like, look, can you see this little goblin right here? I think there's one for this. Yeah. And then one for like being immobilized. Oh no, wait. I guess I didn't do one for immobilize. Or I made it for this. No? Rip. Rip all your arrows. I thought I did. Oh, I did one for sickened, maybe? Yeah, sickened. And I did one for paralyzed, maybe? Or stunned. Prone. No, stunned. Yeah, little swirlies. Anyway, rip. I had to wait to use it. All right, so with that, does anybody want to buy anything else? Oh yeah, yeah. We didn't finish with the scroll dirt. Yeah. What? So did you find any common ones you wanted to get? Yes. No, for sure. So let me get a scroll here. And you want to get the third level one, right? How many? Just one? Oh, hold on a second. Let me not do it that way. Yes, anything in his what you call it? Repertoire. You said fireball and lightning bolt? So that'd be 120, is that right? Are they 60 or 30? 36. Yeah, so it'd be 60. What else? Is that it? Light up. All right, hold on. You gonna have to say that a little slower. A little slow. Shining. Oh, hold up. Where'd it go? 5 of them. All right. Oh, I accidentally poked you with one while I was putting it in your bag. You're now asleep. All right. What next? The target takes a 10-foot circle to its speeds for 2d4 rounds. Yes. Until it escapes a DC. Yes. But you have to activate them to do that. It's an action. You have to command the arrows. You have to command the vine. It's a magical vine arrow. So when you shoot it, it's just a normal arrow. But if you use an action to activate it, the action is a command. But if you use that to activate it, then it will take a 10-foot circumstance penalty to its speed. Yes. I mean, technically. But, like, I guess you wouldn't want to waste them, though. I mean, true, but I guess. I think. Whoa. It just bounced around on me. Hold on. I guess you wouldn't want to. Yeah. No, they don't. They don't weigh any different, I don't think. Yeah. You might as well not even carry regular arrows. How, how many of the vine ones you said? 25? Viper. So yeah, that's the same thing. You got to activate it. So that. Right now he's got no gold. So do you want to just give him the arrows? Okay, so you have 68 silver in credit. Oh wait, no, you had a few more. So you got like 100. You got one gold in credit. Oh no, is it in the catalog? Oh man, there's no telling. Old crank. He gets ripped. Are you talking about healer tools? He should. Would you know? That is possible. Yeah, he's got healer tools. They're pretty common. Um, I think you have to do what? Yes, yes. They have a set number of charges. No, it just becomes a stick. Mm-mm. Unfortunately, not. So if you would use it to add the striking uh feature to a weapon, but yes, if you use it successfully, it goes away. I mean, it goes on to the weapon. The weapon gets that trait. It becomes striking or whatever. Yeah. Um. What deal too? Yeah. Yes. That is. I don't know if you can put it on your bow. Let's see. I don't see why you can't put it on your bow. Um, if you hit, sure. Okay, so you buying a striking rune. Okay, so you're gonna need to roll a little bit, but that's gonna be doobity doo. Hold on. What is your crafting? Untrained. Yikes. So, well, it's gonna be a DC 16. Ooh, no, it's gonna be a DC 19 because the rune is level 4. It is gonna be 65 gold. Yeah, you can. They could just roll. We don't have to move this stuff. All right. Roll, 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 roll a crafting. That is not a success. I just took away for one more roll. So you ready to go? That is successful. So I should have added it. Yep. What is your cloak? Is it see? What is clothing considered? It's not armor, right? It's just clothing. What kind of clothing are you wearing? And you want to put a rune on that? Yeah. I mean, you could put a rune on that. Yeah. Give me 1 second though. While you figure out which one to use, I'm sure you already know. I'm gonna use the bath. I'll be right back. Like, I mean, everything that I just bought, I'm just adding new spells to my list of preppable stuff. I'm not even gaining extra attacks per day or anything.
That's like one of the things about a caster, right? It's like
Right.
powerful, like 2-turn abilities that can like, change the face of like of a battlefield and like one of the like really quickly versus
Right.
consistent damage from melee or range.
And then I have that ability that I just let go for where I can sustain my spells as a one action every turn.
Dude.
But we're killing everything basically in one turn.
Right. Well,
No. So, do you have a rune that you wanted to try to put on your clothing? Let me see. It looks like you can't put runes on clothing. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to see how would a witch or a wizard for that matter be able to use an armor rune any kind of way? Like what kind of clothing can take runes, you know what I mean? Or is there some kind of feat that lets them, you know what I mean? Do something, use something. Hmm. Might have to look that one up throughout the week. Is it right here? No, I guess not. Yeah, yeah, just clothing. Because it's just considered unarmored. Say you're wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt. Which lives matter? So was there any other items you wanted to blow up your load on here? Oh, let me give. Did I give Therok money? Yeah, I gave. And Neji, yeah, yeah, sure, yeah, yeah. I mean, I would imagine it's gonna go up for like public auction or something. You know, I would. It's a forfeit as the proceeds of a crime. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't really know how the breach shield legal system works for sure. Probably. I mean, you probably just need to talk to the council. You know. Okay. So who do you want to talk to first? Let's see. I think I have a thing for. Let's see. Where's the council here? Um, that's not a list of them. Where you at, Greta? I had them on the thing before. But yeah, you got Greta. She's the leader. Uh, And I mean, well, so here's the thing. It's like pretty late in the day right now, right? So if you go looking for her right now, I mean, you're gonna have to like find her house and wake her up. You gonna give 100 gold to the soup kitchen? Is that it? There's no like you gonna also rob the soup kitchen at the same time? Okay, so you give 100 gold to the soup kitchen. Wait a minute, town. Let's see. Did you take that away from yourself, or am I doing it? I did it. I did it. They thank you heartily for your donation. It's not often that they get such generosity from strangers, and Renata gives you a nice little hug on the way out. Well, do you want to go wake up Greta? Or, I mean, there are other counselors. I can't remember all their names. I thought I. Well, you came into town late afternoon and then you were bargaining with him. So, I mean, you would have. They're not all like assembled in the. I mean, it's not like midnight. It's like 9 p.m. Then again, you might catch her doing something that could be a political scandal. Well, there's a gnome counselor too. What's her name? I'm pretty sure, yeah. Well, because there's like different kinds of gnomes or whatever, the like bleached ones or whatever. With what's her name? Tixie Spriggafoot. Here I'm gonna find her. What's her name? Wow, wow. I mean, are you gonna like force him to do this? But like, how are you gonna get Neji in on this? Okay, so how are you gonna find out where she lives? The mortuary? What the fuck? I mean, no, the mortuary's not open. It's almost 9 o'clock. I mean, yeah, she's like on call, but like not for your ass. I mean, it's her home. She'll be there, but like, it's not open. Like, you can't just walk in. You're gonna have to like. All right. So you gonna go knock on the door? Okay. She answers, looks at you, and realizes you're not, the typical people that come knock on her door, meaning officials of Breach Hill. And she just snaps at you. What do you want? Well, she holds her hand out. Okay, and she looks at you and she says, "What's the name?" Which one? The head of the council or the gnome? Her name. Her name is Trini Sprizzlegig. She stops for a moment and she holds out her other hand. Cheap ass. She pockets it and she motions for you to hold out your map. Okay, so on your map, let's see. Um, she marks a red or a white X. And then, without saying anything else, she slams the door and goes back inside. So if you zoom out, you should see over here to the east of the town hall. She's marked the back of a residential building and a rather upscale one. Right across from where you started here at the Wizard's Grace. It is now about 9:30. Let's see here. That's very presumptive of you to understand how Galar. I think it's just like Earth. So yeah, it's nice and darkish. It's not like pitch black. I mean, you got stars shining, the moon. You know, there are little flickers of street lights here and there. This is a residential building, so there are, hold on, there are, some lights around. You're stealthing. So you're so what is your plan here? You just gonna like shh. Okay. So where's Neji? Let's see. Okay. So she appears on her balcony and she immediately screams that if you don't get the hell out of here, she's gonna, or she screams at Neji, I should say, that if he doesn't get the hell out of here, she's gonna call the guards. You want to? What's he gonna ask her? Okay, she's flattered and tells him to, go on, continue. What do you want? Okay, he's a little too flowery, and she doesn't believe any of what he's saying, and she's getting a little exasperated now. She is impressed at his physique for a gnome. She believes him. She's kind of stroking his hand while he's telling her all this about his manual dexterity. She agrees to go with him. So she starts to buy all of the bullshit that he's spinning, and it's actually a good one. So he's been around the block. He's a bard. He's been in a tavern or two, and so he puts the moves on her. She's intrigued. She agrees and says, "Well, why don't they just go back to her apartment, her townhome?" Right. So now he's back at the townhome with Sprizzle Gig. They're getting comfortable. Um, what was the point of this? Okay. No. All right. Sure. So Neji is currently inside of this building. Why can't I select it? Hold on, it's going rogue on me. There we go. Neji is inside this building with Sprizzle Gig. Um, doing gnome knows what. And where will you all take in for the night? Well, Therok's gonna go over to Caden's keg. That's where he's been. You going to Wizard's Grace, Pickled Ear? You guys know the Pickled Ear now. I piled you all in there. Get piled, bitches. All right. Well, GG. Neji is now in bed with a Breach Hill counselor. Oh, you were trying to get the bookstore. That's right. Well, I mean, she's going to be favorable to you. Well, hopefully. We'll have to see how. That's true. Yeah. All right. Well, GG, fellas.